Come on. Come on.
Yes, YouTube, welcome back to another video. I was a nice 87.7 this morning. So last Friday, when I was moaning on air, I was 88.3. So that's a nice 0.6 down, which we needed. And I feel like that'll be even lower. We ate pretty late last night, to be fair. So I reckon an 86 is around the corner, because I do feel a little bit leaner. So we're on the way for legs now. Training legs with Joe Cross. If you followed me on Instagram, you'll have seen last year we trained at Dungeon, which is a very, very good gym. We've not actually been there this time, but did pull last time. We're going to be in for legs, and Joe is he likes a good leg day, so I'm looking forward to this, to be fair. So I will I don't know, I think they are a bit funny with filming, but they've let us off so far, so I'm not going to push my luck. I'm just going to pop this camera up, and then after the session I'll voice over it. So I will just run you through what we were looking for, what we were focusing on. So I'll try and get every set filmed, every big set from me and from Joe, and then I will voice over it. But we're about 10 minutes away and it is roasting. We've got pre ready to roll, so I will either see you in there or I'll see you in the voiceover. You have to come right in because it's my face. Anything to add? No, Lucy's up. It is fucking boiling as well, to be fair. Right, boys, so we're in for legs voiceover. I'm actually in the sky when we're voiceover in this, and this was a big session. This was an absolutely horrendous leg session. My legs right now, whilst I'm sat here, are absolutely battered, to be honest. Joe trains very, very, very hard. He's in a phase now where he's not competing anymore, so he's not looking to grow any more tissue. He's doing minimal volume, but when he's in there and he's training, it's still very, very intense. And that's what we needed to do. He knows I'm in prep. He knows we needed to nail a big, big session, and that's exactly what we did. So what we've got with hamstrings is 2 straight sets. We actually started with calves. I think that's something, to be fair, that I need to keep doing when I'm at home. I need to start with calves, because just having them at the beginning, for me, it is something that I want to bring up. I think I'll keep those in there. So we got calves nailed, and then we're on to hamstrings, and you'll see, like, the stuff that I'm doing in this session, I can't do this on my own, right? Like, I've got Joe with me to take these reps, take these assisted reps, take these essentially what's going to be a little bit beyond just my failure. Like, you'll see with me now, I'm getting a little bit of a touch there, and then I keep that ref. And like you can see Joe saying there, we want 2 more, right? So I'm just going to keep on driving through as much as I possibly can on my own, and just getting that short. I'm just going to take that little bit of assistance now, get my breath, make sure I'm getting my breath, making sure I'm braced then when I get up to the top, and then we're going to drive back through and we're going to get that. And you see, like, once I get there, I'm completely shot. My hamstrings at this point are absolutely gone, but I'll just keep driving and I'll make sure I get that as much as I possibly can. And then that's the set done. Well, what would normally be the set done, and then we're actually going for what is essentially just negatives. Now, again, you can only do things like this when you're actually with someone, and this is where I'll just happily let Joe push me with these, right? I love training hard. I'm more than happy to do these things, and that's exactly what we got locked in with. So you see, Joe will help me in that concentric, get short, and then on the way up, I'm basically fighting against Joe, pulling that pad up, and honestly, my hamstrings were absolutely gone, like completely gone there. And this was one of the worst things I've ever done, boys. Like, legit one of the worst things I've ever done. So rather than 2 straight sets, we did what is a cluster set. Now, this is the last few here. So basically, if you don't know what this is, if we're picking a weight that we're going to fail like 12 to 15 reps, right? We're then taking that for 5 sets of 5. So we know it's going to be 25 reps. So essentially what we're doing in the earlier periods is 5 reps, we take 5 big breaths, and then we go again for 5 reps. And these are the last ones. Like, by the time I got to this point now, absolutely fried. Like, I'm still trying to stay locked in and get as much as I possibly can, but you can see Joe is going to help me a lot on these to get that short, because it gets to the point where with them, quads are like absolutely gone. Like, this was very, very tough to stay in there and get them through, and I think these are the last ones now. Like, you've still got a bit of life left on the first and on the second ones, but when you get towards the end, and you'll start to see we literally take 1 rep at a time, because we were getting those 25, but like honestly, sat here right now, my quads are absolutely battered, so it's probably not the best idea to do whilst I'm sat on a plane for 7 hours. But it was good to push and to do something different. And like I said, you can't really do this stuff when you're on your own. So whilst I'm with Joe, sorry, I'm happy to let him push. Whilst I'm in Joe, definitely not. That's how I felt doing these. I was all over the place. So you can see these last ones now, just grinding through, like absolutely shot. Like if the audio's on here, boys, I'm making all kinds of noises, right? So it is brutal. Like in these ones, I don't even know what's going on. Like I can't even feel quads anymore. Like with that last one there, I think this is one of the last ones. Like honestly, absolutely fried. And pushing to that level is good, because then when I get home and when I'm just taking my straight sets, like it just shows the level. And you can see Joe's quads. Like Joe's built a hell of a lot of muscle, and when Joe competed at a very, very good standard and did very, very, very well, and just absolutely brutal. So again, I don't mind having Joe tell me what to do here with this session, because I know Joe does it himself. I know Joe's trained with my brother, pushed my brother to that. I know Joe's done that. I've trained with Joe before. I know he trains very hard. Like just a random geezer, I would not let them like take me through that stuff, because it's not something I normally do. But when it's someone like Joe, who I respect his training level and that intensity, I'll happily do that, right? And then, so what we did was calves, hamstrings, we did adductors before quads, sorry, then we did quads, and then we were just finishing with 2 horrific sets of leg press. So I think we had 7 plates, trying to keep reps continuous, controlled, full depth, and then driving through. And literally, like at this point now, I'm failing, and like to get that is just brutal. Like it was a brutal set. Just a quick interruption from me. I appreciate you watching, and if you are watching and you're picking up some knowledge, you are interested in coaching, you are interested in taking things with your physique and how you do everything to the next level, then I just want to quickly say below this video, I will leave the link to the application form for the Coaching Coliseum. Fill in simple details. It will literally take you 1 minute, and I will be in touch with a personalized application response video sent directly to your WhatsApp, and then we can have a chat from there with exactly what you're trying to do and how we can help. So that's in the description. Enjoy the video. Right boys, that was some session, and I've just done, as you can probably see by this state of me, 25 minutes. So cardio is up to 25 daily now. So I just got back and got that one done. It's getting on a little bit now. It's at 5 to 5, so I just got to get cracking with a few bits of work. But yeah, legs. Joe definitely knows some funky ways of training legs, and brutal, absolutely brutal, but very good and nice to try. Nice to try some other bits, right? That's how you learn. Always open to learning, and Joe's been, training very, very hard and at a very good level for a long time, under some very good guidance. So it's nice to always try things with new people. And I trained with Ben yesterday as well, which was again a very good session. My chest is sore. We went to one of the warehouses, so it was good to see Ben. It was good for him to have a look at where we're at. He's happy. He said himself, he feels like I've got a lot more tissue, especially across the top line, than he actually thought, just like from my checking pictures, which is good to hear. Sorry, I had to turn that off, boys. The last thing that woman needs, that poor woman, is this sweaty mess getting in the lift with her. Never mind this sweaty mess getting in the lift with her vlogging. But yeah, good session with Ben, and he was happy with where we're at. So it's good to know that, and good for him to have been able to see me, so he knows, what he wants to push once I get home. So flying back tomorrow. Gonna get pull nailed. That will be on the next YouTube. I'll save that for tomorrow. So we just need to get cracking with work, have another meal, and then I'll walk you through how I'm gonna manage the food tonight, and then that's the last meal. So just getting back to any late check-ins from today and this week. And this is the thing, like as a coach, if you lay out the plan, technically you don't need to do that. You don't need to chase people. And I'll always chase people to a certain degree. I care about every single one of the boys who's on the team. I at times probably care a little bit too much, more than I even need to. I've had it hundreds of times where I've cared about somebody's progress more than they do, right? And I think as a coach, that's something you either have that because you love coaching or you don't. I genuinely really care about somebody's progress. There's nothing I love more than when we've set the plan and got it drilled and exceeded somebody's expectations, or when someone's in a dark place and we've pulled them out of that. I absolutely love that, right? And that's, there's a lot of people with a very good physique and they've got into good shape, but they don't like coaching. They're not a coach. They don't know how to look at somebody's problems, dissect them, and lead them with a plan that they've done hundreds of times before with other people. Loads of times, dozens of times that week, and they can map that out and they've got proof and they're walking the walk themselves. If somebody's just trained pretty hard a little bit and they can eat whatever and they get into shape, that person's probably not been a very good coach. And that's why I think I'm actually very happy from a genetic standpoint. I'm never going to be the best physique, right? So what I have to do is I have to be on it. I have to fucking graft hard, right? From a business standpoint, growing that. If you've got the ridiculous fucking physique and you're just a genetic freak, it's probably quite easy to build. Well, it's not easy at all, but it's easier to build a business off that, right? So with that business side, I've had to fucking graft. I've had to put the hours in, right? But that's why now I'm very grateful of that, because I've done that and because I keep doing that and I love doing that, my head's screwed on, which is important. And I think a lot of people who grow very quickly and do that easily, their head's just fucking on Mars and they don't even know what day it is, and then they're helping people and their stuff's not even in a great spot. You'll see that a lot with some people. They're very busy and they've got very good physiques and they're can even compete and stuff like that, but mentally they're all over the show. And I don't think that at times is a good spot to be in to then be helping people. So it's making sure always, if you are coaching now, your base is solid, you take care of your own things, and then especially if you really want to help people and you like doing that and you enjoy that, that's when you'll be in a good spot. So you need your base set and you need to really like helping people. And if you do that, you can't go wrong. Better now. Jesus, that was horrible there. I'm just listening to, what's that one? Overlap. Trent, right? I'm a big red. Literally, I don't get why people can't understand it. Real Madrid have beat us in 2 finals when he has played. They're our biggest European rival, and he's leaving to make them better, and he's known he was leaving, and he's from Liverpool, and he's coming into his prime. How can you not understand that? Do you think at Real Madrid, do you think if a lad who's 26, one of the best right backs in the world, was playing for Real Madrid, just won the league, we'd beat them in 2 finals, do you think a lad from Madrid is coming to Liverpool? Not a chance, mate. Madrid fans would be well worse than us. So anyone who can't understand that, I don't even know what they're chatting, mate. Does my head in. Absolutely does my head in. So bye anyway, because Frimpong's in, C. Bradley's in, and we're going to be cooking. I was at that game when Bradley snapped Mbappe, best tackle I've ever seen. That, I was at the Barca game when, who did Fabinho smash? Fabinho smashed someone. I think I seen Milner snap Neymar. I think Fabinho smashed through Messi and got booked, or Suarez. Let me know in the comments if you know what I'm on about in the 4-0 game. But that Bradley Mbappe, oh mate, that was one of the best things I've ever seen. That was unbelievable. But yeah, Reds are going to win the league again next year, boys. That's the one thing I don't like about being here. Like I said in the other video, it's the only Liverpool game I've ever missed, that Brighton one, for as long as I can remember. So missed the Europa League final, and the one time I can just switch my brain off is when I watch footy. So I think I'm due a good old footy game, which I'll get on Sunday, which I'm happy with. So I'm going to eat this very boring cold meal, boys. And basically what I've done, so this place tonight, they've got chicken breast, and then a lot of places here do sides, like I said on the last vid. So what I've done is I've saved 800 calories. There's chicken breast with a little bit of sauce, and I'll just get like the mixed veg. So it is literally chicken breast, mixed veg. I've saved 800. That will be more than enough there. That'll be pretty much bang on because I've had this meal before. So going out, that's all I've done. Put in a gap of 800 calories. I brought this meal here down from what was 70 grams, just down to 40 grams, brought my order rice down from the other meal, so I've saved a bigger gap than I normally would have, and that will be absolutely fine. I'm hoping we're in the lower 87s. So I'll get this down, I'll get myself ready, and we'll head out. Just rounded off steps. It is 10 now and we are going to get to bed because I'm up early for pull, which I'm going to show you in the next video. So if you've been watching the vids, massively appreciate it. Please hit that subscribe if you are not subscribed already, and these will keep on rolling out. Legends, all of you, I will catch you in the next one, boys. Peace out from the balcony as well. Peace.